It's nice out here. There's actually a cold wind blowing, and the leaves are falling off the trees. Like this one from last night. If only you guys could feel how nice it is out here. It's really nice. The cold wind. The lumber's all soggy and the trash cans are on the ground. I don't have any shoes on, so this is going to be kind of hard. I almost fell down. No, I'm not gonna try that. Wow, it's really nice. Really, really, really nice. It's so nice out there. Really nice. I'm surprised it's that nice out there. I mean, the last few days it's been hot and humid and nasty out there, but it's actually cold. I actually might wear some jeans today. Why, do you ask? Because I'm going to Prairie Days. It's at the George Washington Carver National Park. It's like a annual kind of a little not really a celebration, but kind of just a little thing that they do, you know, and there's like crafts and different booths, and they open up the national park, and you can go out, and I actually think I might walk the trail, because I haven't walked the trail, you know, and go over to the house where he was born in and stuff like that. Wait, you guys don't even know who George Washington Carver is, do you? Look him up. George Washington Carver. Look him up, because I'm not going to tell you. It's a local thing. Everyone knows who he is around here. And he discovered my favorite nut. My favorite nut. I love it. I don't know if you guys know what my favorite nut is, but I probably told you in a vlog, but go look him up, because you need to know who this guy is. To take that disc 2 out and put disc 1. No, I'll just leave them both out. I was gonna watch a bit of the Hunger Games late rendered, but I can't watch that while I'm... Where's the remotes? There's my remotes. I can't watch if I'm watching the TV screen. There we go. So, I'll do that later. Maybe when I get back from Prairie Days. I'll try to show you guys that. I don't know, there might be a lot of people, and there might not be any at all. Things like this are like that, especially locally. But it is a nice day. People, you know, you'd think people would want to come out, but sadly, some people aren't like that. Some people want to stay in no matter what on Saturdays. Some people are like, this is my Saturday, I'm going to do what I want on my Saturday. Oh well, to each his own, I guess. Well, I'm back. I didn't take you guys with me. To be honest, I kind of forgot about you guys. Sorry. But it was fun. It was, like I said, it was called Prairie Days, and they, you know, people dressed up in, you know, clothes they would have worn on the prairie, and, you know, I've seen those outfits so many times. Of course, I live here, so I see those outfits all the time. I could, you know, replicate it, you know, in a matter of seconds. I've seen those outfits so many times, but They were dressed up in those outfits, you know, and they had like different stations like basket weaving and butter making and, you know, stuff like that. There was some Dutch ovens and stuff like that. But there were a few scenes I saw. I took some pictures of them, and they kind of reminded me of my novel and stuff that they would have done in my novel. Of course, because with the Prairie Days, my novel takes place in the future, but it's kind of a past deal. So some of them, you know, some of the dresses and some of the costumes are kind of like the stuff that they would wear in the Depression era, and they're really kind of poor. But it's in the future. I don't know if I've made that very clear in the first chapter. In the first chapter, so I might go back through and see if I can fix that. But there wasn't really much that happened, so it wasn't really worth filming, really. I'm going to upload yesterday's vlog because it was rendering while I was gone, so that's really good. I'm going to upload that right now. There we go. That's funny. I love the people that I subscribe to. I subscribe to the most interesting. See, I don't subscribe unless I find you interesting. And there's actually one person that I subscribe to that I don't really follow, really. So I mean, yeah. So I'm going to unsubscribe to that person because I don't really watch their videos. You know, I thought they were interesting, but I don't really watch the videos. I am so strange. I turn on the cold, and then I turn off the cold. I turn on the cold, and then I turn off the cold. I turn on the cold, I get cold, and then I turn off the cold, and then I get hot. So then I have to turn on the cold again. It's a vicious, vicious cycle. I just got an email, but it doesn't say anything. Well, it does, but it doesn't say anything to me. I'm just browsing, basically, YouTube while my video loads. It started out like 49 minutes to upload, now it's only 32 minutes, and it's 37% done. So, what to do? It seems like all of my friends are out doing something. One of my friends is in Bermuda, I think. Okay, I'm doing things, I just kind of space out. People reply to my comments, I don't remember what I said, so I have to go back and look through the entire thing. Ugh. These religious arguments that always pop up all over the place. Oh, they drive me crazy. Arguing is not going to get you anywhere at all. Arguing never gets you anywhere, okay? That's just it. It's a fact. Arguing does not get you anywhere. Look what I made. Yes, I'm very bored right now. This vlog still is not uploading as fast as I want it to. I just need to be patient. I just need to be patient and wait it out. Well, either today or yesterday was Star Trek's 46th anniversary. Yay, I've actually never really seen the original Star Trek series. I've seen all the other ones, but not the first one. Go figure. The method of using words to describe smells isn't very effective, because if you don't have a sense of smell, you would not be able to read something describing a smell and be able to know what that smells like. Like, words, when we describe smells, we're like, oh, it tastes kind of like cinnamon, or no, smells. Or, it smells kind of like chocolate chip cookies in the oven. If you've never smelled before, you don't know what that smells like. That's something I want to revolutionize. The method of using words to describe smells. Because you really can't. The only senses that writers can actually write is a sense of sight, a sense of hearing, sort of, and the sense of feel, but mostly the sense of touch and the sense of sight. Hearing, taste is just like smell. It's awful. If you've never tasted or smelled before, it's not going to work. But touch and eyesight is very vivid. Writers can write those senses very well, but sadly our hearing and our smell and our taste could use some improvement. Every first Sunday of the month, except for the first Sunday in the summer months, because we've decided not to do it in the summer, because the last time we did it, I think it was in July, we only made half of what we always make. But my youth group, we have this, we call it a nourishment eatery, and it's the first Sunday of every month. We prepare a meal, it's kind of like a restaurant, and just like to raise funds for our group and our activities and stuff. And literally, like, I'm a waiter out there, and it's almost as hectic as, actual waiting, because you do have to run out there. You do have to, give them their food and make sure they're taken care of. I think we're each assigned like a table, 2 tables. I always get the exact same tables. But it's quite an experience. Like, if you want to go work at a restaurant, I suggest doing one of those things, because I've done them. I've done quite a few of those. I'm like, I can work at a restaurant. I could work, and if it's not for the tips, then I would work at a restaurant. But waiters and waitresses hardly make anything these days, unless you work the night shift, like dinner. Locally here, if you work dinner, you can make a lot of money. You can bring home at least $100 a night if you work, the dinner shift. But sadly, most people can't make it dinner shift. So, but how did I start talking about dinner shift? Tomorrow the menu is spaghetti, meatballs, salad, garlic bread. Does that sound good? We have about the same, like, 5 or so meals, and we just, like, rotate them each month. But I have some ideas for some new stuff, like, it's okay to do that, but I have some ideas for some new stuff that we could do. Stuff that we could stretch, for big crowds and stuff that would be easy to make for large crowds. And when you're doing something like this, that's always something you have to take into consideration. That's why we only do a few meals, because those few meals, you can stretch them and they work for large crowds. Even though the last time we were taking stuff home, because we only made half of what we usually made, as I already told you. For me, the worst part about uploading a video is the fact that most of my screenshots here, like, I chose that one. I try to choose the most different ones because I don't want them all to start looking alike. But to me, the hardest part is choosing one and making up a title. And sometimes I will go back and change the title after I've already uploaded a video, just because I find that, you know, I watch the video and then I'm like, oh wait, I could have named it that. I try to name it the most random thing I can think of, but something that still fits, you know, something that I said or something that I did in that day. And usually I make the title be from a clip towards the end of the video, just because, you know, you want to watch until the end to see what the title's all about. Sitting here considering the plot of my novel, most novels, well, practically every novel starts out with something big happening in the very first chapter. My first chapter is very, well, it's not like that. I kind of wanted to establish my characters first, but this first chapter is kind of slow, and I could cut to the chase a lot better. I could cut out a lot more stuff, and it would be better. And that way I'd have the first major plot point down, set in stone already, instead of just kind of going, you know, around it. I need to establish it directly. I still don't know exactly how I'm gonna make that work, because the world that I have created does not allow for really certain things to happen technologically. I don't know how this is going to work. Well, no, I do have an idea. Yeah, okay. That will work. Okay, so I will probably work on that tonight. I'll take my laptop to church tomorrow so I can work on that, because tomorrow, on the days that I do I work at the eatery, I stay all day, you know, because I get out late, you know, from cleaning up afterwards. Church is only, you know, 2-3 hours later, so might as well stay, and I get some work done while I'm there at the church, so that's good. I'll work out that plot point tonight. It's been a long day. A nice day, but a very long day. I feel very relaxed right now. I think I've told you guys before, I probably have. I can't go to sleep at night unless I feel like I've done something, unless I actually feel like I'm tired, unless I feel like I've done some work that day. So today I can actually feel like that I can actually go to bed and feel rested and have a good night's sleep. I just swished with mouthwash. I like gargled and stuff, and that mouthwash is like a minty flavor, and I don't feel clean unless I rinse with that mouthwash. So now that I've had that, I feel clean. I feel clean, you know, throughout my whole body, just because my mouth is clean. And, you know, it makes my breath smell really good too. But that's all for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Nathan's Haven. Good night, guys. Oh, and don't forget, may the odds be ever in your favor. It's a left hand, isn't it? Good night.